Wait, before we start the video, I have really quick one thing to say. So if you guys remember, my book Savior is now going back up on Wattpad with new chapters. 2 new chapters were added last week, and another 2 chapters will be added yesterday because I want to do it on Mondays. So if you guys are really interested in that, make sure you check the Savior link that's up here somewhere. There. If you want to know what Savior's about, and if you are interested in reading Savior, there's a Wattpad link down below. Back to the video. Hello friends, strangers, and enemies. My name is Lightning, and if you don't know who I am, that's okay. I do a little bit of everything from story times, drunk reviews, video games, and makeup. And if that interests you, you should hit that subscribe button and join the channel. We do a lot of fun stuff here. You're missing out on a lot of shit. And if you're also interested, any of my social medias that you want to follow are also listed down below. So today I figured I would tell you guys what it's like to move out at the age of 18. And before you say anything, yes, I did it. So I moved out of my dad's house when I was 18 years old, and I got my own apartment with my friend. Wow. That was... Whoa.
Whoa.
It was wow. It is currently early in the morning, and I am not used to being up early in the morning. This is a new thing for some reason that started yesterday. So I'm having a little uppity. So really quick before we start the story, and I'm going to start it in 1 second, I promise. I know you're tired of all these ads. Oops. Welcome to YouTube. My new album, Sad Souls, is going to be coming out fairly soon. One thing I'm going to say about it, please give it a chance. Look, 3 of the songs on the album, I get there's only like 5 or 6 songs on it, but 3 of them have low quality audio due to the fact that I had a shitty microphone the entire time. But I bought a Yeti, we're good, we're fine, everything's grand. Also, if you're crooked, I'm sorry you look crooked, but I'm lazy and don't want to fix it. Okay, so I probably should start with the fact that I've always wanted to move out. I always said I was going to move out since I was, I think, around 15 or 16. I said specifically that when I turn 18, I'm going to get the fuck up out of there. So me and my friend have been friends for half of our lives, decided to look for an apartment together fresh out of high school. We both had full-time jobs. We worked at the same company. I worked in hell. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below. We're making a decent amount of money to the point where I had money to spend, but I wanted to move. Because here's the thing, love my grandma dearly. Me and my dad and my sister lived with my grandma, okay? Now, I worked a very weird schedule. So I would go to work at 3 p.m., but I would not come home until 1 a.m. because I got out of work at midnight and I lived an hour away from the job. So, you know, cleaning dirty schools all day in the heat of the summer, I want to take a shower when I get home. That was just not allowed. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of feeling gross because my grandma's thing was, oh, just go to bed and take a shower in the morning.
Nay.
Only because I cleaned schools all day with nasty dust, germs, disgusting shit. And then you want me to go lay in my bed with it. So the hunt started, and when I tell you, we looked at, I think, 7 to 10 different apartments and put in applications for all of it. Now, also remember that when you put in an application for an apartment, it costs money. Depending on what kind of apartment you're going for and how many people are planning to live with you, sometimes they charge you one application for both of you. Let's say there's 2 people. Sometimes they'll charge you one application for both of you. Other times they'll charge you each individually. So for us, me and my friend had to pay individually every single time. And it got expensive. To the point where I was like, okay, I have money, but it's slowly dwindling down because apartments suck. We didn't have the credit history to buy a house, nor would I wanted to buy a house with her. I love my friend very dearly. Living together, we can't do that. We tried, it didn't work. We got into a big fight. We've been friends for over 12 years, so nothing was going to ruin our friendship, but it did put a little damper on it for the time being. So we looked at apartments, we looked at townhomes, we looked at actual homes for a moment, we looked at condos. We got approved by one apartment, and they tricked us. So I've also been wanting to do a video about where I live and why I hate it and show you guys all the imperfections of an apartment. However, I don't know if I'm legally allowed to do that. So they're gonna probably look at your credit report, and if you haven't had a credit card yet, you're probably not gonna have a credit report. Because in order to get an apartment or anything, you need to have some sort of line of credit. But since you have no credit, you can't get anything. Does this make sense? No, didn't think so. To get a credit card, they want you to have a line of credit. Again, government, why you gonna fool us and pull some bullshit to where we need a credit report to get a credit card to build a credit report? What? They're gonna run a credit check, and if that comes back all fine and dandy, then they'll be like, okay, you're approved. Now you have to pay your security deposit, your first and last month's rent, and activate all your utilities.
Whoa.
So when I got the call that we got this apartment, now I'm still living in the same complex as I did when I first moved out at 18. When I got approved for this, I had to pay through money orders. They did not accept like debit card. They can't just swipe your debit card. And I don't do checks. So I had to get a money order, and you can get that at a convenience store, the bank you go through, whatever. They needed a money order now. So I went and got them their money order. I paid for everything out of pocket. I paid for the electricity to be turned on. I paid for the security deposit. And I knew I was gonna want animals, so I also paid a $300 non-refundable cat deposit. So also be careful on where you want to move, because a lot of apartments do not accept dogs, nor do a lot of apartments even accept cats. I'm looking for new apartments now, and the amount of apartments that don't accept animals, point blank, period, is insane to me. I have an eye floater. It's just in one eye. It's fine. I'm gonna name him Pablo. Also be careful where you look for apartments because of the animals, if you plan on getting animals. So after I paid all of that out of pocket, I think for security deposit, move-in, all that, I paid around $3,000. Now I still had to pay to have my apartment furnished because the only thing I owned was a bed, a dresser, and a TV. That costs money as well, but thank God for thrift stores. There are ways to find and furnish your house for decent pricing. Once you're more established in your house and you start building more stuff, like me, then you can start going higher end or whatever you want to do. If you want to stay with thrift store stuff, that's perfectly okay too. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. I will say that it is very hard to get an apartment as an 18-year-old because here's what my leasing manager did. So my leasing manager, when I got the key, she walks right up to me, my friend. She goes, "You guys are extremely lucky because you shouldn't have even gotten in." First of all, Karen,
Nay.
I make enough money requirements for you to let me live here. I make that money requirement. Me and my friend make the income that you request we make to live here. You don't require a credit check, so that can't be it. And we're both legally 18 years of age, so why should we technically not be in here? Also be very, very careful. So for example, the apartment that I'm living in, when we asked to view a unit, so you go and look at the apartment, for us, they took us upstairs above their leasing office to where their showroom was, and the apartment was so nice. Had very plush carpet, the walls were nice, the kitchen was like really nice countertops, fridge, stove, dishwasher, all of it. Everything was so nice looking in this house. Until I got the keys in March to go move in. My friend went to go get her U-Haul because she had a lot of shit. I get the keys and I go and I open my door. I open the door to see, oh my God, the most outdated, the most ratchet, the most nastiest apartment I've ever seen. The carpet was thin and frail, which is not what I was shown in the showroom, where the carpet was fluffy and newer and all that. The air conditioning in the wall looked like it was from the 70s. The bathroom was peeling up from the floor. Like the carpet was just snagging, which for some reason is just a big fucking problem here. Again, I'm not a professional, but I'm just voicing what I did when I moved out at 18. Do I recommend it? Absolutely not. You should stay living with your parents as long as possible to keep saving money so you can skip the apartment process and just go straight into buying a home. Some days I do wonder what would have happened if I would have just stayed living with my dad. Oh, I would have been miserable. There are a lot of freedoms that come with having an apartment when you move out at 18, but just be very careful because you can get fucked. And if you don't make a payment on time, ooh, that's on you, boo-boo. It is very difficult to get an apartment at 18. Like I said, I don't recommend it, but if it suits you, then go for it. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Do your research before buying an apartment. Look at the reviews. Look at if anything bad has happened here. Look at what neighborhood you're getting it in. You need to look at details before you go and jump and buy an apartment. I did not. That is why I live in a very shitty area. I live in the area where a 4-year-old shot his dad in the foot across the street. Oh yeah, that happens here. But anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that I helped you or inspired you or convinced you not to move out at such a young age. Don't get me wrong, it is very freeing and it is very nice. However, difficult. Make sure you check out all my social media links that are linked down below. Also, look out for the Ignite podcast that is coming. It's back now. It's back. Make sure you check out Ignite down below. Make sure you pre-order my book in the website linked down below. And follow all my social medias along with my Twitch account that I stream on. The schedule's down there. I forgot what days I stream, but it's down there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and talking to me about apartment hunting and how to move out at the age of 18. Again, I am not a professional. This is just what worked for me. Also, look out for my new EP, Sad Souls, coming very soon. Again, give it a chance. The microphone quality for 3 songs was not the best, but we got a Yeti, okay? We're doing great. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video and share with a friend who may or may not be wanting to move out at such a young age, you know. Again, it's not for everyone. I will see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.